So many of our grasslands have been invaded by, mesquite or creosote, tarbush, these invasive species of brush that no longer make it good pronghorn habitat. That's kind of what I do now, is facilitate a lot of different large-scale opportunities for landowners to partner with Texas Parks and Wildlife, Rio Grande Joint Venture, these other conservation agencies, organizations, and along with our landowner partners, voluntary incentive-based conservation, because that's, ranchers want less brush too. We want to restore those grasslands to what they were a couple hundred years ago. It's an opportunity, kind of a win-win. And you throw in the mix there as well, wintering grassland birds, which are a serious decline across the country, all the way from Canada to Mexico. And these grasslands are vital habitat for wintering grassland birds that are in significant decline. And so it really helps. It's a win-win for on a lot of different levels, and very gratifying work. Turning brushland back into grassland is pretty cool. Depending upon the situation, we use tebuthyrone, spike. We'll use that on creosote, tarbush, white brush, so where we have it acted as invasive as well. On mesquite, throughout most of the grasslands out here, we have different subspecies of mesquite that's a little different than what you have over most of Texas. It's a little tougher to kill than regular mesquite. It's a Western honey mesquite, or Torrey's mesquite. Torreyana is a subspecies name. And you can use herbicide on that, like Sendero, but you've got to be doing it exactly the right time. The recipe has to be just about perfect as far as soil temperature and color of leaves and where the plant is. But especially on mesquite, if you treat it and you're successful and have a successful kill, you're still not back to where you need to be from a pronghorn or wintering grassland bird standpoint, because you just have skeletons standing out there now. And then we'll actually go back and roller chop those skeletons and knock them down with a landowner support. And we do grub as well. We grub, not typically a bulldozer, but like a excavator. That may be the best approach if the mesquite's not in the best situation to be treated, or if we're looking at juniper, cedar removal as well. We may end up using an excavator, but it just depends upon the situation, where we're at, and helping that landowner meet their conservation goals, as well as providing increased habitat for wildlife. Really open it up, and it's pretty cool that you can see those pronghorn in there like days later, that they hadn't been in there. We got the data to show that they didn't go into those woody, that brush. They didn't use that stuff at all. It's not what they're about. They're about being able to see a long ways and see predators, etc. They don't like being closed in, but the second we knock it down, suddenly they're back in there, maybe for the first time in 80, 100 years. So